Hello, everyone. I need to process something because I recognize that, and I've really been recognizing that as a black woman trying to work with improving inclusion and diversity, it's a challenge. It's a huge challenge. Being anyone from a marginalized community doing this work is a huge challenge. And I'm an experiential person, so I'm happy I'm having these challenges so that I can speak from. I don't like people who talk to me from theory. I'm a practical person. I like to understand about experiential learning or whatever. So this is an experiential learning experience for me. So and it goes to, because I've really been challenging myself, because I am an educator. I taught high school, gave a shit about my students' opinions of me. I mean, the leadership, because I knew I was doing a good job. I'm not a person who requires someone to pat me on my back and to tell me I'm doing a good job, because I know I am. And also, it's not a part of my spiritual beliefs, because if I allow my identity, my happiness to be defined by other people, I would always be unhappy because people aren't consistent. And so I've been really challenged with this. Yeah, I'm going to call it what it is, a need for privileged individuals, particularly when we're talking about the Stack Overflow situations that I've been, or conversations that I've been a part of, to acknowledge the contribution that I am making and other people are making, using the hashtag causeascene, and also just being acknowledged and not being ignored. And it's been a challenge for me because, again, I'm not in this space. I usually give two fucks what people think. And then I have to recognize what the feeling I have is not about what you think. What I'm feeling is something that is about being an individual from a marginalized community and our contributions never, ever being acknowledged. We can look back on the Me Too movement, and that hashtag and movement was ascribed to people of privilege, when people of color started that. It's like all these different movements, all these different initiatives, all these creative ideas. I mean, I see it when I think about our music industry and how they took songs that were first done by black people and they remade them, and it was like, oh, it's something new, or Kim Kardashian with box braids. Hell, my hair, we have been doing our hair like that for years, and it's like we never get acknowledged for the contributions we bring. Our society, particularly in the United States, is based on black culture. It is based on black culture. And it's like, it's frustrating. So it's not that I give a shit, that I need your approval. But what I'm recognizing in a micro environment instead of the macro is that this is really insidious, particularly in the tech space, because that's where I am. It's that we are not giving credit. Marginalized individuals are not giving credit. It's that emotional labor thing. It's all of that stuff. But it's like I continue to see, and again, don't get me wrong for the people who are getting credit, but they're all people of privilege. That they're all people of privilege, and they're not the only voices who are being sounded about this Stack Overflow issue and how unwelcoming it is for marginalized people. Marginalized people are telling you what the issues are, and yet you keep going to privileged individuals and amplifying their voices and their messages and saying, oh, thank you for this and thank you for that. And I've written 2 articles on Stack Overflow. I've myself and others have countless tweets that are using the hashtag causeascene to amplify and to curate. I mean, I curate a newsletter every week of all the things that are being said using the hashtag causeascene, and a lot of them are about Stack Overflow. A lot of them are about, but the majority is about just inclusion and diversity in tech, period. And it just frustrates me to no end. I was like, and then this thing what happens because this privileged system has created this part of it that allows is not the right word. But what it does is cause marginalized individuals to question their own sanity or question their own reasons for doing things, because we start thinking, well, am I doing this because I'm arrogant? Do I need... Because those are the questions I'm asking myself. Am I asking for recognition because I want to be seen as the leader of this? Am I asking for recognition because I'm jealous? And it's not. I'm asking for recognition because I deserve recognition. And this is the issue with the tech space specifically, because that's what I'm in. We will never, and this is why I do not trust Stack Overflow to be able to do the things they're saying that they're going to be able to do, because they're marginalizing me. It's like you're getting marginalized in the process of talking about marginalization, and you don't recognize it because you, as a privileged system, and I've said this before, I do not believe you're capable of leading the initiatives to improve inclusion and diversity in tech or anywhere, because you don't have the perspective. It's always been about you, and it continues to be about you, and I just don't get it. And it's not for me to get, because then I go back to thinking about this picture or this gift that I saw, or image that I saw that says Black women will always be too loud because we were never meant to be included in the conversation. And that's what this feels like to me. It just feels like shitty behavior. And it's just like, oh my God, I want to beat my head against the wall, but I'm not stopping. And that's the thing that also you don't realize. And that's why marginalized people are so resilient, because we're used to this. I just have never seen it like this before. it's never just been this obvious to me. And so that's where I'm shaken at my core, is to see that even people who even people I know who know I'm in this and we're doing this are not even amplifying my voice. And it hurts. But you know what? Again, we're resilient, and I'm going to keep moving forward. But this is why we don't trust you. This is why marginalized individuals don't trust you, because we can't even get the simple credit of the work we're doing. It takes nothing for you to form a tweet that says that anybody, Sonia Gupta, myself, Tanya, and I can't think of her last name, any of these marginalized individuals, particularly women, because everything has been on our backs forever, just for you to retweet our thing and say thank you for the work that you're doing in this space. Just thank you for the work. Acknowledge, that's what it is. We are invisible to you. And until you can acknowledge us as humans, as individuals who have the same rights and the same, if not more intellect, more expertise or whatever, as privileged individuals, you're not going to win at this. You're not, because we are not invisible, and we will not be treated as such anymore. So I'm going to continue beating this. Some of you are thinking it's a dead horse, but I'm going to continue beating it, because marginalized individuals do not only deserve a space to safely raise their voices and share their stories, but we need to be acknowledged as well. And that's the key. That's the thing that's missing. We're not being acknowledged. So thank you, and have a wonderful weekend. But I had to get that off my chest. So goodbye. Hello, everyone.